You know, maybe I should be fucking wearing black. Because we're talking about the Crow, huh? Maybe? Fuck it. Hey there, Teddy Rubskin here. And today we're talking about The Crow, which is an awesome fucking dark, stylized, comic book action thriller. But most of the time talking about the film is overshadowed by talking about Brandon Lee's tragic death. You know, and it's fucking tragic, you know. Like his fucking father, Bruce Lee, he died too young and didn't get a chance to, you know, make a lot of awesome films. He only made a few. And, yeah. Actually, The Crow is probably the only fucking Brandon Lee movie worth fucking watching. I mean, he also made Rapid Fire, but that one's, not that great. The Crow is fucking badass, you know. And probably did better at the box office because he died, you know. People went to fucking see the movie because, you know, they heard Brandon Lee died making a movie. And the movie's about a guy who gets killed and comes back from the grave to fucking seek bloody revenge on his fucking killers, you know. And it's actually based on a comic book called The Crow by James O'Barr. And, well, actually the comic is darker and more violent than the fucking movie, you know, which is weird, you know. Actually, the movie is more comic book than the comic book, you know. The comic, right, is really dark and twisted because really the guy who wrote the comic, his girlfriend was actually killed by a drunk driver. And he kind of wrote the comic as a way to deal with his emotions, you know. The Crow enjoys taking brutal revenge on his fucking killers, you know. He relishes torturing and murdering them, you know. And plus he's a tortured soul, right? He fucking tries to slit his own wrists, but he can't fucking die. He won't die until he completes his mission, right? But in the movie, yeah, the movie's more comic book than the comic book, right? And they tack on, like, you know, the Crow makes friends with the fucking cop, played by the Black Ghostbuster, Ernie Hudson, right? That's stupid. Plus it adds on a fucking megalomaniacal bad guy, like a boss, right? That he has a fucking showdown with on the roof of a cathedral with a little girl dangling off the edge. Like, yeah, that's not in the fucking comic. Plus in the fucking comic, the Crow, like the bird, like talks to him and stuff. Yeah, the Crow doesn't talk in the movie. He just fucking goes, eh, 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 eh. Now, you know how fucking Brandon Lee died, right? Yeah, apparently somebody didn't fucking load a gun properly for a scene. It was supposed to be loaded with blanks, and somehow a real bullet got slipped in there, and BAM! He got shot and died. Fucking sad, man. And I'm not really sure which scene it was when he got shot, but I fucking think it was like the meeting room scene with all the fucking gangsters and the fucking big long table. I think that's the scene where he got shot, right? Because there was a scene where they're fucking loading guns and counting money and fucking with drugs. And at some point, one of those bullets accidentally got loaded into a gun that was supposed to be loaded with blanks. Fucking sad, man. Yeah. But still, the movie's fucking awesome. The fucking movie is great, right? Fucking love The Crow. And the soundtrack, too, is fucking bitchin', you know? The soundtrack plays like a best of 90s alternative rock with the fucking Stone Temple Pilots, Nine Inch Nails, fucking Cure. It's a fucking great ass soundtrack, man. You know my fucking favorite character from The Crow is Skank. Yeah, the indestructible retard. Yeah, I don't know, he's fucking stupid or something. And he's apparently fucking indestructible, right? Alright, I mean, he gets hit by a car, right? Like, fuck. But no, he's fine. In fact, he beats up the driver and then steals the car. And then goes driving and crashes that into a fucking cop car, right? Which is crazy. But, you know, he's fine. And then later, the fucking Crow throws him through a fucking window, right? But shit, that can't kill the indestructible retard, you know? He's fine. What crap? Yeah, so The Crow made a bunch of fucking money, and of course the studio made a fucking sequel, The Crow 2. Well, they didn't call it The Crow 2, they called it The Crow Shitty of Angels. Yeah, And kind of ties in with the original Crow. Because this girl here is apparently the fucking little girl from the first movie. All grown up now. And having weird visions of crows and shit. Yeah. She has a dream about this one guy getting drowned by thugs. And those like visions lead her to fucking like the dock where she sees the fucking guy popping out of the fucking water. Right? Yeah. And then yeah, she's basically there just to explain to him what the fuck just happened to him and basically paint his face. Right? Okay. Well, in the fucking first movie, it's kind of described. He paints his face because there's like a mask, like a Harlequin mask or something. But here, he looks like that because she paints his face. Right? Really fucking no other explanation for that. Now, the first movie had some fucking wacky thugs and hooligans, drug addicts and stuff. So is this movie, except these guys are really fucking wacky. I mean, look at this fucking guy. And look at this fucking guy. Look, it's the fucking Punisher. Yeah, Thomas Jane, wearing a fucking wig and masturbating in a fucking porno booth. Until the fucking Crow shows up and kills him. Yeah. Man, the movie's pretty fucking colorful. I mean, there's lots of colored lights everywhere. Like, there's some blue and red lights, but mostly the fucking lights are like green and yellow, which gives everything the color of fucking piss. I mean, really. Look at this. Everything's piss colored. What the fuck's up with that? Shit. And in the fucking first movie, the Crow always left a fucking calling card, right? A little crow, like here, it's fucking burned into the fucking ground. Yeah, that's fucking cool. But in the Crow 2, it's left, it's fucking stupid. It's in fucking broken glass on the fucking ground. There's little flowers in the fucking water. Or a little pool of blood underneath this chick. How the fuck does the blood just pool into the shape of a fucking crow? What the fuck is that about? Yeah, and in the fucking first movie, the bad guy fucking tries to kill the bird in order to fucking take the crow's power away, right? Well, in this movie, there's this black guy, right? And he actually does like this little ritual where he fucking, you know, crucifies his fucking crow and then drinks the crow's blood and then steals the crow's power. So now he's got the crow's power, right?
I've tasted the blood of the crow and taken your power.
But then the crow defeats the black guy by calling to these crows that are flying in the sky. And the crows like fly down and they fly through the crow and into the black guy. Like, what? They're flying like through the crow's body and into the black guy? Like, what? What the fuck is going on here? It's so weird. I don't know. The crows just like vaporize the black guy. What? What? The crow doesn't even seem to understand what the hell had just happened. Man, this movie sucks. Well, a couple years after that, they made The Crow 3. But again, they didn't fucking call it The Crow 3. They called it Crow Salvation. Like fucking Terminator Salvation. What the fuck is up with that? And they tried to change things up a little bit, right? The guy they got, it didn't look like fucking Brandon Lee. His short hair, right? And he's different, you know. They tried to change things up. This time he's been framed for murder, and he's given the fucking chair, but he comes back from the grave to seek revenge on the guys who fucking framed him for murder, and yeah, leaves fucking crow-shaped calling cards where you know what the fuck. It's crap, really. It's not that fucking different than the first two fucking films. Only in that it fucking sucks. Yeah. It probably actually sucks just a little bit more than The Crow 2. Yeah. Or so. Then a few years after that, they made The Crow 4. But again, it's not called The Crow 4. It's called The Crow Wicked Prey. What the Wicked Prey? That's a stupid fucking title. They could have fucking called it The Crow Wings of Sorrow. Or Beak of Death. Or anything at all. Would have fucking been better than The Wicked Prey. What the fuck is that? God. Seriously, though. The Crow 4 fucking sucks. I mean, it's really, really, really bad. I mean, wow. It is so fucking bad. Shit. I'm gonna devote the entire next fucking video to just how fucking bad The Crow 4 is, right? Yeah. So that's what we're fucking doing next time, okay? Until then, keep it real. Yeah.